VC music lovers, how are we all going? All right, everyone going okay? I know there's still a bit of shit going on in the world, and just hopefully, everyone's getting hopefully to a better place, to a safer place. What's this video about? It's in the title. There's a bit of all sorts, a bit of licorice, all sorts. So some thrifty finds, some bit of a connection I got, a lead. Let me to a lead. VC meetup, VCLT, all types of media, music, of course, and more. All right, let's just go for it. Maxie's down here. No, we'll leave him there. Hello. Okay, so just some thrifty finds. Hang on a second. Sorry. So we'll just start off with a couple thrifty finds. Still, not a lot of CDs, a moderate amount of CDs coming in. It's hard to resist them at those prices, $1 or $2 each. Have found a little bit of wax now and again. So probably one of my best ones was this bit of Jimmy Cliff. Can't get enough of it. So yeah, I mean, this was a $2. Just on the nice little VIP. It's a US press, this one, on the VIP label, which I don't... VIP, not VIP. VIP label. Look, I knew of the name, and I just, you obviously just thought, I mean, that's reggae. That's a reggae album. In fact, it's actually it's more a soul album. So yeah, I was like, this is around 60. I think it was 68. I looked it up. I think it might be his second album. Look, it's really good. I like it, and it's interesting just learning a bit more about Jimmy Cliff. I'm sure Dougie has spoken about him. And, sorry, Dougie, I'm not very good at retaining things, so repetition might cure that. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, a lot of these other albums either side of this reggae, but yeah, this one is a soul funky sort of album, and it's good. Just reading a little bit about him. Probably people know a lot about him already, but the way he was, brought reggae to the world really, and then and I think he might have given, I don't want to say too much facts because it's probably fiction really, but I think somehow he ended up giving Bob Marley a break, and Bob Marley took the crown for reggae. But he was in the movie The Harder They Come, which I'm going to check out maybe even tonight. So that brought a lot of reggae to the world. And, like a lot of reggae, talk about protest songs and trying to get justice and equality for all the people, the local people. And so interesting stuff. Like he was in some movies. I think he wrote some of the music for that movie, How Do They Come? He did a few things. I think did he write Lion King or something like that? He was in a few other things. So anyway, so that was fantastic. So really happy to get that. And I thought I was getting reggae. It's soul. I'm very happy. I'd love to find his reggae stuff. All right, I've got to go a bit faster than that. Just some Marty Robbins in the background. Yeah, what can you say? Good gunslinger. What are we going to go to next? So then I had a bit of a lead, a lady at work I've been friends with for quite a long time, more than 10 years. Coops, thank you. Good old Coops, or good young Coops. She said she knows a lady. I think she's actually had to move out to a retirement village. So she's an elderly lady. She's got a lot of records, and she's got a HMV stereo. come and look at them. She's happy to get rid of them. So she didn't really, I think she was actually with the lady at the time, and I said, what sort of stuff has she got? And the lady just said, they're all incredible. Anyway, I just thought, okay, whatever, I'll come down and have a look. And she did send me a photo eventually, and it was like the HMV all-in-one stereo. It looked very nice, that sort of wood veneer sort of finish, and it was a couple records on top. One of them was ABBA, and I was thinking, okay, oh, nothing wrong with ABBA, but I'm not sure if it's going to be worth my while. So went down there and picked up all these. So there was a lot of stuff. They actually just wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff. Ended up giving $50 for all of these, plus a lot of tapes, plus more. And here we go. So a lot of this is pretty basic, nothing, well, not a lot, most of this, but there's some really good stuff in here too. So here we go. Bit of Boney M. So a lot of these are sort of basic ones. I'll be, sort of trading in or selling just to bring some funds in to buy some better stuff. Slim Dusty, king of sort of Australian country. So if you like country, you want to hear some, you don't know Slim, get old Slim Dusty. Legend. He's a Wagga Wagga. They say it's just about as big as New York, New York. That's why it's Wagga Wagga, not just Wagga. So probably the population of max 10,000 for a while ago. I don't know at the moment. Maybe it's 50,000. I wouldn't say there's more than 100,000 there. But as I say, there's a lot of this is going to be fiction. Johnny O'Keefe, the Australia's original wild one, bit of a wild rock and roller, really. One of our first rock and rollers. Didn't know this guy. He's Jimmy Little. So it looks like he's the first Aboriginal artist to top the Australian charts. So I haven't actually spun that yet. There's another Jimmy Little there, so didn't know. As I say, I knew they were sort of just a lot of stuff I was trying to get rid of, just get rid of stuff. So I just grabbed stuff, really. Bit of Willie Nelson. Yep. I think that was this is the one in the photo. As I say, I'll bundle these up and sell them and get some hopefully funds coming in. I like the cover in this one. Presley style. It's like people covering Elvis's song. So nice car there. I think Eric would like that. He's a big fan of the old Brum Brums. Yeah. Alrighty. Yep, Ray Charles. I've got a reasonable amount of Ray Charles, but yeah, well, he's happy to pick up more, and as I say, I'll probably bundle up some of that. The Seekers, one of Australia's first big hits, big bands. Yeah, look, I really haven't given them much of a chance, so this could be opportunity to maybe try again. Sorry, it was ABBA, just a little sort of spiel from, looks like a present from my darling daughter, Carol. Always recommended. Always recommended, Dad. Okay, interesting. Okay, so you can maybe say love, but always recommended. That's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, maybe I just don't get it. Let's say just fiction. All right, Robert. Hope these are around. I think they're round the right way this time. But as I say, fiction. Roger Thwaites, not Thwaites. Thwaites. Looks like some country geezer. I'd hang out with Marty and Slim. Your Diamond, just a little bit of a comp. Yeah, basic stuff. Charlie Pride. Look, yep. Not a lot to say there. Let me put them a bit nicer. Yep. All right, another Jimmy Little. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear what this sounds like. There is some sort of signature on the back. Who knows? That looks a bit more official, artist-like. Does it say anything like Little? Or maybe. Yeah, maybe a J in there. Who knows? Okay, and then it started going into a little bit better stuff. So I'll show you the first one that I did see. So there was some boxes, and they're in the records were inside a little bag, a plastic bag, and the first one I saw was this. I was like, holy sugar. Yeah, so A experience. So this is the one I'm used to. This is the Australian cover and a different track listing of the Jimi Hendrix experience. A experience. So yeah, so really stoked to get that. The US press. I think it's maybe the second one. It's on the Reprise, which is Sinatra's label, isn't it? I think that's non-fiction. It's a 2-tone, so I think that's second press, where one tone, no, a third 3-tone would be first, and then a 1-tone would be third. So yeah, look, it's beat up, but you know, it plays absolutely fine and plays well. And actually, I really dig the track listing. I prefer that over the Australian one. So yeah, stoked to get that. I'm going to do a comparison, I think. So yeah, so that was a little bit better than the other stuff. And I got this one too. So Rory Gallagher. Yeah, haven't seen this one before really, and I don't know a lot about Rory. You know, you hear people talk about him now and again, but yeah, great stuff. Blues rocker. Irishman, isn't he? I believe this one's a US press. So yeah, so really cool Rory. That one's called Tattoo. Really enjoy that one, and really good seeing this one. Rod Stewart, Gasoline Alley. This is on the Vertigo Swell, which you know I don't want to sort of pull out. Sorry, that's non-fiction. Yeah, Rod Stewart, Gasoline Alley. Good stuff. Good early stuff. You know, his voice is just, it was identifiable even from then. Just, yeah, going back to a little bit of okay stuff. Big Chill. This one's sort of like a sought after record. People talk about Clockwork Orange. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that movie either, so maybe I should. But who's got time to watch movies? Cream. So I was really happy to find this one because I've never actually seen this one before. I love Disraeli gears. I hadn't really got into any other Cream. I just didn't do much from it. Disraeli's amazing. So yeah, so I was happy to see this because I've never actually heard this one. Walls of Fire, and yeah, I dig this one as well. So I mean, when you kick it off with White Room, you're gonna, you know, you're in for a good sesh. So yeah, very happy with that. You want to see a label? You probably know. What's this on? This would be on, I don't know, whatever. Yours. Okay, let's just do it now. Okay. Okay. On the International Polydor. Someone's written Clapton on that side and Stone. Okay. All right. Yeah. Bit of Bolan Boogie. This is T-Rex. Obviously, a bit of a comp, I think, of his. So yeah, that's cool. Never had that one before. So, bit of the King. Yeah, good stuff. As I say, that'll be used as a. Well, we moved on. Tubular Bells on the Double Virgin, isn't it? Probably. Let's see. The colour one, not the. I think I've got the white, just the black and white one. But yeah, yep, sweet, good album. And then there was some Beatles. You know, like every collection. I was driving down there. I thought there's probably going to be what's going to be in this collection. There's going to be some Beatles, and there was like 5. So with the Beatles, the Australian one, I think it's called the Floating Head. A lot of these are sort of early stereos. The Yellow Sub. And there was White in there. So yeah, a bit beat up. I'd say a bit beat up. But other ones ranging from acceptable to very good, maybe. But anyway, but yeah, so the Beatles are like good, beat up, but you know, they're old albums, they play well. And it's a numbered one. Australia, 22,404, was it? Yep. Sweet. Nice. As I've got all those anyway, so I'll probably be using that to bring some funds in. Bit of Abbey. And Dr. Pepper. Was that his rank? Was it Doctor? Fiction. All right. I know, bad jokes. All right. What have we got? Then VC Meetup with that everyone's favourite grandma. I think we've met up. I don't know how many times now. Maybe maybe 10 times now over the last few years, and every day is a blast. You know, we just go digging. We met in Sydney, and we pretty much walked the length of Newtown. So sort of Newtown's quite a bit of a trendy sort of one of the early sort of trendy sort of hippie sort of I haven't got the words, alternative sort of, you know, place to go. People hang, cool people hang really, and there's always cool people there, and lots of antique stores. So we actually hit up quite a lot of antique stores. King Street is probably a couple of kilometres long. We went up and down it. Yeah, so, you know, what can you say? Everyone knows him. And yeah, we had a great day. So dug and ate and drank and yeah, enjoyed ourselves. So what did we pick up on that day? Oh, he gave me VCLT. We always give each other VCLT. It's not obviously required, but it's just something you do. You pick up stuff for each other, like a lot of people do in the VC, and yeah, just because you want to share music, or you know, you might know that someone's missing something like this one. I was missing this Sabbath, so I think I knew he had this, and this is probably the only one. This is the only one I was missing out of the first 10 or 11, and you know, I didn't want to make a big point of that because you know, you know what he's into anyway, and I knew maybe it's a little bit out of sync. He has, but I did give him a comp once for VCLT, which probably covers a good amount of Sabbath that if you haven't got any other albums. So I thought it was quite funny that he had that and I never had it, and I was been looking for it for a long time, and he gave it to me. So thank you very much. So yeah, that was good. So maybe a Black Sabbath video coming up. Then he gave me, so this one, so Ray, and this is Ray Arnott Group. Interesting. This is on the Albert label, which obviously famous for AC/DC, Angels, Rose Tattoo, a lot of pub rock, hard rock, Aussie acts. So Ray Arnott, interesting. Didn't really know him that well, or at all, maybe at all. But he's a drummer and vocalist. And it's interesting, he's I can't remember, this maybe his second album. It's good hard rock, just pub rock, hard rock, just honest hard pub rock. Interesting, his first album, it was, I think Vander and Young produced this. I think they produced everyone virtually at Albert. And on his first album, it sort of lists as the musical, what do you call it? Not contributors here. Musical contributors. Angus and Malcolm Young were both musical contributors to his first album. That's quite sought after. But yeah, this was good, as I said. Interesting, and for people that you know Australian music, Cold Chisel. I think he maybe even joined Cold Chisel for a small amount of time, but he toured with Jimmy Barnes, the lead singer of Cold Chisel, when he went solo. So yeah, good if you're into Aussie sort of rock, sort of one of those, maybe you think peripheral guys, but not really. But yeah, interesting. He was around in there. So Ray Arnott Group, interesting, good stuff. Thank you. And Starfighters. Never seen this one before. He did say, Grandma gave me a bit of a trivia question. What's the link between this album and AC/DC? And it's Stevie Young, who's in AC/DC at the moment. He was on this album. And there was another link that I think Grandma missed. There's a song on here called Trigger Happy. I hope this is the right way around. Anyway, that's another link. Well, that's one of my nicknames. That's how come one of my stations. I've only got one station. This is why my name's Trigger, and one of them is because I'm trigger happy. So there was another link that maybe Grandma did not pick up on. And yep, so he gave me a few more. Gave me the Velvet Underground, 1969. So this is a bit of a comp of, looks like 69 mixes and song and remixes, like in the songs they did then, but they've been remixed in the last sort of, looks like, in the last 10 years or so. So interesting stuff. And then side 4 is with some John Cale. Otherwise, the rest is without him. Really dig it. I mean, like, I don't know, 3 months ago I had no Velvet Underground albums, but now I've got Banana on CD. I've got, I think it's just called their self-title. That's the first one without John Cale. And I got this now. And I absolutely love the Velvet Underground. I'm really getting so much into it. Oh, just, it's life music. It's just going to stay with you for life. It's just got all the facets, like rock, blues, psych. It's, I swear I heard some country on this. That could be, well, it's my fiction. It could be not. It's my non-fiction. It could be fiction. But yeah, really dig it. My favourite song from Velvet Underground is Pale Blue Eyes. Absolutely love that song. Just an amazing song. And what did I buy? So I bought a couple things. So that day, some Townes Van Zandt. I've heard a lot of people speak about this very highly. Singer-songwriter, folky guy. Yeah, and this is apparently the one to get. There was another one, I think maybe his first album, reissue on the shelf of a store. But yeah. I was going to get that. Grandma said you should try and wait for the live of the old quarter, and it was in the store as well. So thank you for that. So yes, pick that up, and look, I only listened to it once, not all the sides, and yeah, I like it, and I'm going to like it more as it goes. And this is another lifer. Yeah, less for murder for that one. All right, bit of T-Rex. It's a bit beat up, but I didn't have the slider, so got that down from a 20 to a tenner. So yeah, I love it. The La-Da-Da's. This is garage rock. This is a reissue. It was actually a bootleg. This was a Kiwi band that ended up in the 60s, come over to Australia, late 60s, come over to Australia a bit after they've started producing albums. Garagey rock. This is good. It's not fantastic, but it's good. It's got some good stuff in there. They do like a few covers. What do they do? Land of a Thousand Dances. I don't know, there's a few others, but Put a Spell on You. But like a lot of bands that time, they were doing covers, and there's actually with this one, there's a couple bonus tracks. But I did talk about these guys for the album that I did find, the Happy Prince, which is an amazing story album. That's not how you're supposed to say, but anyway, La-Da-Da's, good garage rock. So yeah, I was happy to get that. And this one, Trilobites. So actually, someone at work was watching Countdown, a music show that Australia's famous for, really. They were doing reissues, reruns of it, and Ramones are on the basic bands. It's like Top of the Pops, Australian's version of Top of the Pops. What am I saying? Anyway, Ramones are on, and the guy goes, yeah, I saw Ramones back in the day. I saw them 2 nights straight. It was amazing. Yeah, wow. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And anyway, we just started talking, and he told me about these guys, Sydney band, garagey rock. And this is a live album. It came out in 87 it was. Recorded live at Caringbah Hotel, which I was actually living at the suburb at the time, though I was probably about 14, so I didn't really know of these guys or anything like that. I was probably just still had squeeze my pimples, and yeah, so yeah, good sound of this, good garage rock. Yeah, it's good bit of rawness. It's good stuff. All right, and then I didn't bring the CDs over. There's quite a lot of CDs. I got these. This case and this case. This was from the store. Actually, not from the store. This was from the lead I got from Coops, where I got the Jimi Hendrix. So as I say, they had a lot of stuff there they were trying to get rid of, and saw these. These had tapes in them. I just picked them up. there's actually another bag of tapes. They just kept giving him to me. They were thinking, no one wants tapes. What the hell is this guy doing? Offload him to him. Look, there's some, I haven't got time to go through them. Like there's a really interesting mix in here. There's got Star Wars 1 and 2. Well, not 1 and 2. Part 1, Part 2 of Star Wars. Unfortunately, I put these in the tape deck, and they just went and just broke the thing. I think they've been dormant for too long. Both of them did that, which is anyway. There's like really dark. There's something like this, which I've never seen on any media before. Flash Gordon, love it. What do you mean? What's it say? Gordon's coming. Flash Gordon, something like that. You know what I mean. What else? Oh, interesting stuff. There was listen and learn French. Like there's some bit of poo in here really, but there was some. What have I got? There's a couple comps. There's some Beatles, like just sort of Beatle comps. You know, Village People. You know. Sorry, it's a long video. John and Oko. There's quite a funny one here. Oh, this is quite funny. The Happy Hooker. So yeah, it's good that she's happy. Story of Zavira Hollander. Anyway, it's quite funny, and there's it's interesting. There's a Michelle's on here, like Lennon McCartney. Michelle's on there. There's the threesome. There's why do men go to hookers? So you know what? I might even put that on. I'll have a video of that one day and see how many hits I get. They're quite funny. Anyway, how to avoid fatigue. Really weird, interesting mix. So yes, I'm sort of enjoying myself just going through some of these. Some of them are really, as I say, the Star Wars broke, unfortunately. A couple others are really whiny. You know, they haven't been played in a long time. Got a Beach Boys comp, you know. And the other ones, actually, there's a fair bit of garbage in there. But, you know, anyway, it was good. And what else have we got? And more, plus more. And while I was there, I just saw this, and, you know, I think we're into all things old, as we were discussing when I was talking with Grandma. We're into all things old, and I found this typewriter there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a Olympic 3 or something, isn't it? Olympic 3. Very cool. Works pretty well. Just to be a bit of a nice sound. The red works fine. Hasn't been used much. The red ribbon. The black's a bit faded. It's funny. My kids try to press it like a keyboard. They're doing this. Nothing's coming on. You got to, you know, that's the problem with kids these days. They've got weak fingers. Got to do this. Oh, I love that when you go shh. Anyway, you can't see that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for being around. There's actually some original paper in here, which is, I don't know, probably someone in the world's into that. Bond typing paper. Theo, home and office. Original office works. Alright, it's been way too long. I'm sorry, and thank you if you stuck around. That's pretty much me. Hope everyone's well, you know. Hope, you know, things settle down and get to Christmas and, you know, we have a better year in 2021. Alright, look after yourselves and, what can I say? Get out there, enjoy. Oh, if you're in lockdown, stay in there and enjoy as well. Okay? Alright, look after yourselves. What am I signing off?